This review will mainly pertain to the earlier models of the Leopold FC660C, as that is what I currently have on hand. The Leopold FC660C is a compact keyboard in the 65%/660 layout, comes stock with 45-gram toprodomes, die-subbed PPT keycaps, has rubber-tipped flip-out feet, a set of dip switches, and is housed in a 2-part plastic case with a metal plate. There are a couple of types of people I'm going to assume would be interested in this keyboard. There are a lot of people who have never tried Topro before and want to try something a bit more orthodox than a HHKB, people who have tried a real force board before, and potentially a person with other Topro boards who wants to expand their options. For those who haven't tried Topro before, this board is very orthodox in its layout, feels really solid, and won't really leave you wanting much more in terms of feel and quality. The other keyboard you may be considering is the HHKB. Recently the HHKB has been given an update, and whilst I don't have a Pro Classic or Hybrid on hand at the moment, I will attest to the huge leap in the HHKB's build quality. Both the HHKB Pro 1 and 2's build quality couldn't hold up against the Leopold in the past, however the new iterations very much do, whilst retaining the softer, almost loose typing feel. The Leopold typing feel suffers from being almost too stiff, and it does start to feel tiring after some time. This board I currently have is lubed with 3204 and silenced, and whilst the lube has made it slightly more smooth, the stiffness still remains. I believe this is mainly down to the plate material or potentially just my unit. Leopold began making these in 2013, and the serial on mine is only in the 500s, meaning it was likely made in the first month or two of production. Over time and depending on their use, toprodomes can and do stiffen. If you are a person who has used or uses a real force board and wants to go for something smaller, you will enjoy this board. The layout is very familiar and orthodox, and the metal plate delivers a similar typing feel to the real forces. However, with the metal plate comes a significant drawback. Depending on your environment, the plate has the potential to develop rust. My unit is not the first one I've seen with rust, but additional care is going to be required if you're buying one of these secondhand or live in an environment where there is a lot of salt in the air. If you're someone with a real force and you're looking for something that is a bit less harsh, I would vouch for the HHKB, either the Pro 2 or the Classic Hybrid. If you're a person who enjoys using a HHKB over your other boards because of the feel, I wouldn't recommend this board. The build quality is better, but I've never had an issue with a Pro 2 creaking whilst typing, making build quality almost a moot point during operation. The newer FC660Cs have the option of OEM silencing, which I will vouch for as being superior to doing it with aftermarket rings. This also extends the HHKBs with a Type S and the real force boards with the denotation of S at the end of their model names. Ultimately, the best silencing mod is going to be harvesting sliders from another Topro keyboard. It's up to you whether or not you decide to do that or spend the money on it. Thanks for listening. There are links to a couple of typing tests at the end of this video. Have a good one.